Hello everybody! Welcome to the Reddit Little League, where I will be playing against Chaos. As my bone bags here. Good old undead. We'll see how this game goes. So, this is a small little 10-person league. Everybody's got a different team.
Hi everybody, and we... Hi there! Hey, hi Jim, and we...
So he gets to...
Hey, so this...
That's going first. So I picked the undead, because I love my undead. So we are going to... play a little bit of Blood Bowl.
Exactly! Why do you think people pay good money?
Just getting some dudes all lined up. That's a skeleton over there? Okay. I have extra skeletons. Actually, I'm tight on skeletons and zombies, so... Put a zombie there. A zombie there. A skeleton. Let's see, I'm kicking off. And you over there. That looks good. Hate that view. Righty. So the nice thing I like about the undead here is that they're very hard to actually kill. Every player, except for the ghouls, have regeneration. And the mummies, because they have such high armor value, are very difficult to hit. Same with the whites at 8. Now the idea is that you had to make a custom name for all of your players. So I made mine references. Like I've got real life mummies like Vladimir Lenin, who yes is a mummy, and Zhou Yu, not the same one from Dynasty Warriors. I just looked up zombie or mummy names. My white, I have got Leoric II and Leokar Kesov. Michael Jackson is a zombie. I figured that was fitting. Yorick Mori, it's technically a zombie. And then some Hector Barbosa, he's a skeleton. And a couple of people named after stuff from what's it called? Dawn of the Dragons.
And we're off!
I think I kicked it right where... Oh no. Kicked it closer than where I wanted. And I have Mr. Fleshy, who's the only one that really has... That's, like, not regen-y. Ah, damn it, he actually caught it.
The ball stuck to his fingers like a fly sticks to a
Because he's got an edge of 3, so... Because it shouldn't be that surprising. He doesn't have anything really that scary, actually. His Chaos Warriors are probably the scariest thing he's got right now. Horns isn't that great. It sounds great, but when you consider these guys have strength 5 anyway, I mean that allows them to beat a white, but big deal there. This Chaos Warrior is not going to grant you anything because he's in a tackle zone of the zombie.
Should take measures to prevent the small minority of peaceful fans from watching a match from the terraces.
They've got a point. If they don't want to join in
Okay,
the fun,
he's going to be
they might
blocked
as
by
well
the
stay
zombie,
home
so they
and
go
watch it
against
on
each other.
television.
He's got better stats overall. Yep. You know, regeneration. My guys are much more resistant to wounds. They're very hard to really keep down. Usually the most that'll happen is it's badly hurt and oh, they get right back up and they go running off the field for a bit. I got a backup player just in case. Normally I'll go with 2. I will go with extra rerolls, but I got 3, and that's should be plenty. That's almost one for every. It's one for almost every time. He's doing an interesting thing here. He's actually not setting up a really. That's a weird cage he's doing there. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So this white can't block the Beastman because the Beastman's got a higher strength in him. Effect. Actually, he's no, because it's a blitz action. So actually, yes, he can. See, Beastmen are only great if you're gonna do a blitz. If you're not gonna blitz, then no point. Oh boy, here comes the blitz. And Surfed Skeleton. That's okay, because it's just KO'd anyway. That's not a huge deal. It's a skeleton. Skeletons are not a big deal. I have more of them. Where's my phone? Where's my... What the hell? Here he is over here. See?
I've heard of teams that have simply disappeared after being abandoned by their supporters.
Let's say that some teams who haven't won a match for 7 years have been tied up by their fans and thrown into rubbish
Let's
containers.
start
It's
the
the
bash.
only way to end a downward
Shall
spiral.
we? Let's move this skeleton up here. I'm not going to use him to block, though. I use this white. That should give me... Oh, no, because he's got a... Yeah. Chaos Warriors, I forgot, are super strong. That'll give him an advantage there. Also give a better advantage here. Move Fleshy up over here. And commence with the bashy. Nope, not gonna follow. Just knock down for a turn. Not following, so I get free points onto him.
He's not the sort to stay down.
I'm gonna. Doesn't really matter. Actually, I can get potentially a lot of dice on him. So the trick is you want to go for the least, the plays that are least likely to make things a pain in the ass for you.
Well, that's one with a good
Which usually means
to go
high
see
dice
the doctor.
rolls first.
He's gonna need a good one.
See, now that blocks the Chaos Warrior, so he can't go very easily. And this Beast Man is gonna get smacked the hell down.
That face job is a lot cheaper than a plastic surgeon.
I don't know if he planned
All right,
on it.
and I think I'm gonna go after this Beast Man because I've got 2 against him.
There was a time when the colleges of magic hadn't yet ruled on limiting wizard assistants to teams.
Who could forget the infamous 2472 Quagmire?
And then,
incident?
especially with the zombie, because they've got
Spell
2
cast
agility, they're
caused
absolutely
the entire
terrible at
Bright
that.
Crusader Stadium
But
to
they're cheaper than
sink into the
skeletons.
Nobody could forget that. People were blinded for miles around the stadium.
I'm not even gonna try and dodge out. I still get a decent roll. This was a decent turn.
Boom! In the face.
I knocked a good amount of his players down, and I've stopped his. I did some. I kept 3 people knocked out for this turn actually. No injuries so far. I'm down a player, so this is a decent start, considering. And it's not really worth it to go after these guys over here. That's a waste of an action. You want to go for the people over here, especially the mummies. The mummies are my big threats. They can't move a lot, but they get close. They hit hard. They have 5 strength. It's very easy for them to beat somebody's armor value, especially some of these lower ones. Like, is the lowest they have seriously 8? I have a 7. That's the one thing the zombie has, is it's harder to kill than a skeleton, or harder to knock down than a skeleton. But knockdown, it's so hard to knock out skeletons from the fight. Okay, so you should be getting this Chaos Warrior up. Next action, like immediately. Oh, got a blitz with him. He's going after the zombie. Otherwise, yeah, that was not worth the blitz. It's actually really bad for him. He pushes him, but that's not that great.
Consider that brains are also less frequent.
Mr. Fleshy here, and the whites can actually usually manage to jump away from tackle zones. Since I've got 3 agi. Whites are basically beastmen with block and regeneration instead of horns. Also, they can do some fun things. Just gonna move the cage up. Okay. Gotta block this mummy. You cannot let this mummy just walk over there. That's very bad for you if you let that happen. You basically can't afford it. Because that mummy usually will knock somebody down, because the only time anybody can tie him is if he's blocked by 2. And he doesn't have somebody else. Actually, it takes 3. Or 2, or 1 of the beastmen to tie. He's pulling a tight cage, which is actually somewhat okay for me, I think. Because I can just walk right over here, I think. 1, 2, no. I have to take out one of these 2 before I can get my mummy just right next to this beast man. And if I can manage to get him next to this beast man, things are going to be very, very bad. He doesn't have an ability to just straight up knock him down through dodge, but, which he doesn't have. They don't have dodge. Why do they get the +1? It's bullshit, I say. Okay, smart move, blocking the mummy. Alright, I don't have anybody to pick up, so that's going to take care of that. So let's start moving some players over to buy better block zones, to potentially give a better chance at things. Let's move you up here, so that now this white can get 2 on you. This white gets 1 on you. If I move this zombie... If I move this zombie here, the white's going to get 2. And since the white's got block, I'd rather do that. So... God damn! These are some pretty decent rolls. That leaves me 2 mummies to deal with this guy. Mighty Blow is going to be annoying.
That's what happens when a pro crosses an amateur.
Yes.
Alright.
Corruption so widespread that the Referees Guild has set up rules concerning where, when, and how one can accept a bribe.
Now,
Under an agreement signed last
how do I want to proceed here? I can move this ghoul up over here so that... Yeah, I think that's probably the best action set. This white can hit him. And then I can do a blitz with the mummy.
Yep, upside down. That's one way to look at things.
This is so silly. A mummy blitz. Sit down.
Wow, I can tell you straight, that hurts.
Alright. We're gonna go for this one, and then we're just gonna, I think we're just gonna leave that other zombie. Because, you know, there's nothing he can really do. This guy, I can't afford to move him because he's only got 2 agility. He's basically gonna fall immediately. So I'd rather him just occupy this Chaos Warrior. At that point, this is his best thing he can do. So I've broken his cage. I have got a mummy right next to his beast man with the ball. That is mean. I can't believe that worked. That said, all of his players getting up this turn. Which you should start the turn by getting them up. Always the first thing you do. Always risk-free. Because nothing's worse than going for a flashy play, like getting somebody up and blitzing with them as your first action, and they get knocked out for whatever reason. Be it a trip, because they're trying to go through spaces. Be it defender down.
Leading player for the Chaos All-Stars.
That massive armored body and those razor sharp
Attacker down, I think it actually is. I can't remember the red die.
Be an excellent lightning rod.
Yeah, it's attacker down. There's nothing more painful than watching that happen. And that goes for either player. I mean, it doesn't mean I won't take advantage of it. See, he's starting to do that now. And see, these man's blocking the mummy. Or the school's blocking the Beastman so that he doesn't get the extra point against the mummy. That's silly. You don't need a... Oh... He might want to re-roll that because... Nope, he's just going to push him. Okay. Now you need to get this Beastman up. You've used your Blitz for the turn. You did it ineffectively. So how are you going to move? Just proceed with the rest of your turn. Okay, so that zombie's going to get knocked down. That's not a surprise. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice left punch.
Yeah.
Right on the nose.
Good strong armor value though, so he's can come down this way. But I've got people that can bash this up.
Well, there's a rumour going round that the freelance ogre Morgan Fogg, ex-captain of the Chaos All-Stars, may be making a comeback.
Just to think about his career stats make me go weak in the knees. 50 touchdowns by Goblin Force. 50 running touchdowns and incredibly, an amazing 617 dead or injured.
Yep, he's the only living player to have made it onto the Wall of Fame.
Again, I don't get why they're getting dodge. They don't have dodge. He has dodge. Before I play another game against formal or against live people or against my AI thing, there's a setting you can do that'll make it so that you won't automatically attempt to use skills if you have them. I have takedown on one of my people because I'm stupid. It's a mummy. You don't want your mummy going down. Ooh. Ooh. You can try. Okay, so if he moves it up and then throws it, I don't think there's anything I can do. I can move the ghoul down here, and that will tie him, and then the skeleton can move down to provide. I think this zombie might be... Yeah, this zombie can make it down as well. Oh, he's got to... Yeah, he had to reroll that. That'd have been turned over immediately. He's just going to run for it.
Today's insight comes from
He might be able to make it next turn. And that's such bad luck. You can only fail on a 1.
He said that Blood Bowl was like war. No winners, just survivors.
Oh, that's deep. About as deep as his team's position in the rankings.
I don't even know what all he has left he can do. I think this Beastman can still attack. I think that's about it. Yeah, our moves. Why are they getting this? Oh, he got a critical. Okay, that's fair. I will give him that one. Okay, so I can't get there. Let's once again start the turn by you get your players up. It's the first action you do, bar none, because that is the least risky move you can do in any circumstance. Next, we're gonna. Can I get here? No. Now without doing go for it, so I don't want to do that. We're gonna move him down here to get in the block in the tackle zone again. I don't think I can really do much against this Beastman here. We will see though. Alright, so first things first. What do we want to do? I want to free up this white. It's not the best roll I could have gotten, but it is useful because it does free him up. Next, I want to free up this ghoul, so we're going to hit this Beastman.
Did you hear about the Evil Gits? The team that is made up of the mix of evil players?
Their fans won the Most Evil Supporters of the Year award. Fully merited from what I've seen.
This skeleton, that's right, that skeleton's got. If I can do something about him, I would give. Can this white make it down here? He can. He's got dodge though, he's got a better chance of it, so let's just blitz him, I think. shove him this way.
Hold still and then pow! Right in the face.
Oh. Zombie can't make it over there, so zombie's worthless. That's a good place to end. 'Cause that gives him blocking on that guy. He's gonna have to use a blitz with him. I need a, if I can, and I don't think I can, make it any more in my favor. He's already got it against him.
Look over there.
Alright, so white. Smash the beast man.
Big moot sandwiches in the stands.
Alright, I don't want to use my rerolls on something
And so now
stupid.
you like big moot sandwiches?
No way! A little elf? Yeah.
And then once again it comes down to the least risky play, which is this one. Because it's a play I can make. Oh! Injury!
Mets in the 91 final against Reichland.
Oh yeah, you kneecapped him.
Oh, when I smashed his ankle. Ouch. That hurts. That is actually really bad because now he's only going to have 4 movement. Good job, Hector Barbosa. I now officially have as many players on the field as him, and I have 2 in reserve. We're at 10 apiece on the field, and I have 2 out. 2 skellies. Azalus and Centurion Gaius, who went out like immediately. He got surfed. He used his blitz to surf, so I can't even be mad about it. Like, that was just silly. He's got to go for the blitz against this skeleton. I think is his best option. Or have this beast man do it. I don't think he can do it with this one. If he does it with this one, he loses too much movement, I think. And even as it is, he's going to be going for it twice. If he has to use his reroll early, and thus doesn't feel like he can go for it, that will be a great thing.
Well, it's simple. There wasn't anyone around to
Yep,
raise the
there's the
dead.
blitz from him against this skeleton right here. Watch. Yep. Only pushed, which means he's going to push him right here. Watch. Ah. So that leaves this beast man open or running. I'm not sure if I can get a break on him. These fucking dodges are killing me. So these Beastman's now going to get 2 dice against him. Yep. No, not Mr. Fleshy! Okay, Mr. Fleshy's fine. Ooh, I don't think he should have followed there.
Having a little nap.
That's going to allow my guys to actually kind of sneak in through here. So all I have to do is move him 1. Which is easy because this zombie's going to get bonus on him. And since I haven't used any of my rerolls, I do not care about using one of my white to try and dodge out of this Chaos Warriors tackle zone. That may have just been a very, very bad decision. Can he move to shit? It might not matter. If it doesn't matter, I'm going to go for more smashing ankles. God, that's mean.
Oh, God.
Especially Margot Thumgren.
Yeah, I remember him.
So I've got all 3 of mine. Is he going to go for it? He's debating on it. You can see it. He's still got him highlighted.
The team ran in 2 touchdowns with a single play.
He might do it. Oh, God. He can't risk it again. He's twice he's failed it, and has had to use a reroll. That's been his bane. Is those rerolls right there. Unfortunately, I can't stop him from making it next turn. The hell did I hit? I can't stop him. You know, it's not like I'm telling him this because I'm gonna fucking stop him. I can't. So instead, I'm gonna go for bashy plays. I'm gonna knock his players out. He's gonna suffer for getting the first touchdown against my mummies. So zombie gets a bonus against him. I'm gonna leave the ghoul down because it's not really gonna matter too much. Skeleton, move here. Zombie, move here.
We don't see much of the
White.
heroes of law these days.
I don't know.
For any spectators who aren't aware, the heroes of law hope to show the world a better way by honest, strategic play on the pitch.
It's probably a good thing we don't see them.
Alright, let's start with some dice. Not the roll I'd like, but it's not like it's gonna it's not gonna screw me over really. Dice. Oh man, I can't believe I got another injury. What is this one? Oh, he's just badly hurt. So that's 2 down that I now don't have to worry about for the rest of this game. My odds are improving significantly. It is wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Obviously I'm going to go for a block on him, but I'm just trying to decide what I'm going to do with this play. I can move him here and go for a block on him. And then, because he'd get pushed here, I can go for the skeleton too. That skeleton's currently selected, but he can't do, he can move and that's it. Yeah, let's... No, it's not an easy way. Okay, so let's do this. 2 dice against this beast, man.
We are especially lucky that nowadays necromancy is allowed.
Not too sure that the other teams are that thrilled.
To hurt him.
That's the point, Bob.
Ah, yes, it's thrilling, Jim.
Some, you know, casters can get annoying. Screw it.
This player was really strong. Do you think they have some troll blood in them?
Could be. Or maybe his opponent should
Might as well.
that way about the
That's actually the best result I could have gotten, because that doesn't do anything.
full-blooded but perfectly legal.
If it was a skeleton, I'd foul. I have spare skeletons. I don't have spare zombies. Not that zombies really do much. Let's bring in our herpaderp over here. For no good reason. Go, Sifulin! And it's my turn. So... that smashed ankle's gonna hurt, because I think that means he can't play next game, too. So he's down to Chaos Warrior. I think it was a good idea going straight for the touchdown. I don't think any other action would have been appropriate. So he's got to arrange his players for me to kick off first. I have 3 rounds to go for a touchdown. And I have 3 rerolls left. That means a reroll a round. Guaranteed. And since I can only use 1 a round, I might as well use them. Right? And since I get to set it up, he's going to avoid using his Chaos Warriors to do anything early. Okay. Yeah, he's keeping them on the back, so I can just put some skeletons against these guys. They have the same strength.
They were great times. I remember fans traveling to games just to see how
That's
well
the biggest
Wizards
weakness of
stood
this
up
team is that
Brad and Charlie
they have
and
so few good
Wayne.
Aggies.
The noise created by a
Well, for some reason the audio's cut out here on the recording. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and redub it for you guys. Do my best as if it were live. So we're going to resume. And so I'm just going to keep lining my characters up, right? Like I was saying, I don't have a lot of great agility players, but all my players are fairly tough. So against teams with high agility like high elves, I'm going to have a harder time keeping up with them. The only person that really can do anything is the ghoul, and I'm remarking that that's Mr. Silver, who I want, or Mr. Yellow, who I want to kill, because he is a dick. Just going over and seeing how I want my lineup to be. Just kind of I'm trying something different here, since he's already designed his. I can figure out a better plan, and by having the mummies on the outside, I'm able to use them to fold in to deal with the Chaos Warriors a little better, which is kind of the plan. So that way I can, like Formal said, yeah, that's definitely a help. But if I can, because I want to use the mummies to stop all the Chaos Warriors. If I can stop the Chaos Warriors from doing anything, I've got an advantage. If I can't, then it's going to be a different story. I'm going to need to be able to stop them somehow. So I want to put my ghoul roughly in the center, so no matter where he kicks it to, I'll be fairly close to it, assuming a good kick, which it is. One square is, oh god, no, that was way back there. That's right. One square isn't a big deal, but it's gonna help me get some of my people in better positions, like the mummies who have poor move value. I mean, they could move up to them anyway. So things could be worse here. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and move all my players back to somewhere nice. I'm not going to move those two skeletons on the front line that are still there, because they're in a great position. If I move them, it doesn't really enhance anything. It's all status quo at that point. I move that zombie in so that he can easily get the two dice against everybody, except for that center zombie, or that center beast man. So, sticking with the rule of least risky plays first, I just go to block. I don't actually make any aggressive actions. I have an extra skeleton on this side, so I'm going to use him to kind of help block the Chaos Warrior. That way he can't two dice. Well, he'll still be able to two dice, but it's going to be harder for him to really do anything, because then I have somebody. If he doesn't knock him down, I can do it. Yeah, and see, there's what I was talking about with the two dicing. And I really want to take out Beastmen. I want to take out anybody I can, because I want to enhance my chances. So I'm going to have my skeleton that's free on the left side move up and utilize his two dice against that one for a knockdown. I mean, it's not a tremendous knockdown, but it gets him out of the way. Plus, it frees him up for two dice, and it just kind of creates the line. That's a better hit, but I still don't think I get an injury on him. Nope, I get very close though. And then let's use the zombie because he's got lower move. Not a good roll. Thankfully, I still have all my rerolls, so it's not a huge deal. And it's York Mori is doing all right. Unfortunately, obviously, since I'm recording it now, I know the results, so I know kind of what happens. It's kind of unfortunate that it worked out this way. And I deleted the source material because I'm a dumbass. Yay, go me. So at this point, I made every other play I really wanted to, so I don't mind using the ghoul and not picking it up. It's not a huge deal. The scatter's a little annoying, but I'd rather at least try for it and maybe pick it up than not, since it's going to go to him either way. That's when you make your riskiest play. Because, oh no, my player didn't do anything, or he just pushed the other guy. Oh no, whatever will I do? If it's, especially in a case like that where it's a non-vital character that's not providing tackle zones, it's not such a huge deal. If he were somebody with a tackle zone and it's on somebody that I really wanted, I probably wouldn't have used him like that. So this guy's a little slow at kind of deciding what he wants to do. I've heard he's fairly new to the game, so that might be why. Otherwise, I mean, it's a game where it can take a bit to kind of decide. I always try to figure out what I'm doing as I watch my opponent play out his turn. I'm always trying to keep an idea in my head on, okay, what can we do? What's going to happen here? How is he going to do this? What's going to happen here? How's that going to affect this? I did not see him using this Beastman to blitz the white. It was a smart move. Unfortunately, it didn't work out too well because he just got double push. So the white moves, nothing really changes. That's pretty much it. The mummy, he doesn't get the 2 dice against the other skeleton. That Chaos Warrior, yeah, he's gonna knock out the skeleton, kind of. He's gonna knock him down. It's very hard to actually knock out a skeleton or create a bigger injury, and that's gonna allow the 2 dicing there. Again, he just Nuffle is not favoring him today. It's unfortunate because Nuffle was just being mean. Damn you, Nuffle. Why you gotta be that way? For anybody that's not aware, Nuffle is the term for the random dice god. So RNG does indeed have a name. It's Nuffle. Minor Chaos God in 40k. I think he's even a Chaos God in this, but I don't remember. Suffice it to say, Nurgleites don't get along too well with him. But to the game at hand, nothing major's really happened. You know, I can live with everything that's happened so far. He hasn't done anything to me that's super damaging. It's annoying that he used the white there. He had to dodge out, and he failed on the first roll, so he's out of rerolls now. He's got 2 turns still. He's got burn through. Next, yeah, he only has 2. I've got 3 still. I was like, but wait, no, I only have 2. No, I have 3 because I got to act this one. So I start with the obvious task of get your player's ass up, and I immediately fail a roll. So let's go smacky. And I think I messed this up. That'll work. Oh, no, I'm going to do that later. I can't remember. You see, here's the downside to doing the recording later, too, though. I know what I'm going to do, kind of, but I don't really want to, go into, I remember my mindset at the time. I just wanted to get the 2 dice on the Chaos Warrior, which I do, and thanks to Block, I knock him out, which is always nice. Block is a super useful skill. If you can get it on, it's recommended to get on just about everyone you can, because it can do so many awesome things for you. It's a very, very useful thing. Getting them knockout downs. The Chaos Warriors have really high armor value, so the fact that I've managed to injure 2 is actually quite incredible. A 10 armor value is really difficult to actually inflict an injury on. The double down there is not a big deal. This thing's being stupid and not letting me click on the chat. I don't remember how beaten up is he so far. He's only got a Chaos Warrior and a Beastman down, and really, the other guy has a chance of coming back. The Chaos Warrior does. It's not an injury. He's just knocked out. Into the half's coming up, so there's a very real possibility that he'll be back, and it's not going to be a big deal for him. I hope he doesn't come back, but Nuffle can't always be on my side. I can't have god tier luck forever. I'd love to, but it's just not something that's feasible. You can't count on it, as is shown by the double both downs. So turnover. I didn't move the ghoul because, again, it was a risky play that didn't result in anything for me. If I'd gotten anything that wasn't just my guy down, I could have kept going. It could have been really useful. In the meantime, all my dudes are being somewhat useful. Just going over the skills, talking about how Mighty Blow is awesome when it comes to hurting people, because it gets the +1 to the armor and injury rolls. There's really no reason you shouldn't use it. There's some skills in the game that are super situational, like piling on can be a situational skill, because you might accidentally not remember what it is and think, oh yeah, that's a good idea, let's get that on a mummy, your strongest person, and then forget it's on there and just always pile on your best blocking zombie. And by zombie I mean mummy, because they're just advanced zombies. So yeah, he's gonna be hitting York more. He's knocked out. Yorick. Spoiler alert, he's the MVP. So he gets promoted. Yeah! But that was a good hit. If I had the choice, obviously I wouldn't have picked the annoying one. The Beastman, he had to do his blitz there in order to get the extra die against him to make it a 2-die. And even then, that didn't work in his favor. So there's always a risk. Horns can be super useful. It can also not do anything for you, and if you try and play around it too much, it might end up just fucking you over. You've got to really toe that balance between the two on if it's going to be useful or if it's just going to be whatever. You know, you don't always know which it'll be. So you have to weigh the gamble here. He does the right thing by moving the Beastman over to the white, though. It would have been a bad idea, I think, if you followed. It wouldn't have been the worst idea, but I think it was better that he just moved him later, because it allowed him to get a better positioning. It's far better, in my opinion, for him to have done it this way. And the Beastman being stupidly good at dodging for no good reason. Alright. I have one skeleton down. That is all he's managed to... Well, I also have, Yorick over there taking a nap. But I have a backup. Backup zombie. Hooray! Normally I don't take backups. I just take more rerolls, cheerleaders, fan value, all that stuff. But I actually got an extra zombie this game. And it actually ended up being really nice for me. Meanwhile, Eorc the second there is being useless. A blitzing mummy. Be scared. For that reason right there. A fractured leg, so he's out next game. That's 2 Chaos Warriors that have injuries that will keep them from coming to the next game. Because if I recall, the other injury at this point is oh Jesus! Yeah, hurt the Beastman now. He's out for blood. I think that other Chaos Warriors got out with a something that's going to make his movement value go down, if I recall, which is super not nice for him. And Nuffle likes me so much in this game right now. Not enough to really injure enough of his players. It would have been nice to see injuries on all of them, so that I get more star player points. But beggars can't be choosers. I was trying to decide if it was worth it or not to do the reroll. And you might as well, right? It's not like I'm going to do anything super useful. So let's grab the ball and let's run up. All that we're really going to do with him. Like playing with the idea of, okay, throw it to the white. He can be useful. He can run it for a touchdown. It turns out, no, he can't. I only have one more turn left, so there's no way that white can actually make it all the way down. He doesn't have the movement allowance. So again, least risky. It's the only play I have left. Might as well use it, right? And that gives 2 dice on that Beastman. Of course, it also gives 2 dice on one of my skeletons there, but it's a skeleton. Oh no, you injured it. Oh, nope. Never mind. Regeneration. They still get star player points, but... Yep, just commenting on my backup zombie there. That's why you keep a backup zombie. So that if one decides he wants to take a nap, you just be like, okay, you go get brains. There be brains in there. Go get them. Commenting on the cape because I think it's cool. And it's honestly not a terrible half. It's unfortunate that he scored on me. And he scored on me so quickly and basically without any real resistance at me. But it could have been worse. Right? I could have been him and suffered lots of casualties and not scored. As it is, I didn't score. Granted, I'm also... Oh, yeah, the big knockdown thing. Oh, no, you stunned my skeleton. Oh, no, what are you going to do? Doesn't even matter too much, because if you just knocked him down, it was basically going to have the same effect. He wasn't going to do anything at this point. And you couldn't do anything more, unless you really wanted to foul him, which I don't know why you would. That's not going to do you any favors. Beastman just running deep, because reasons, I guess. I wonder if he's expecting me to throw like a Hail Mary. I'm pretty sure that it's not possible at this point to score off of this. I've been wrong about that before, and I will continue to be wrong about it. It's one of those tricky things, getting the movements just right and understanding just how they go. Yeah, I was right. Oh no, that was the first one. That was that other injury. Yep. Yeah, I've been mean to his team. Unfortunately, I've not hit yellow. Yellow is still up, and I am unhappy with this turn of events. Surround the Beastman. We will injure this Beastman now. I'm going for like a 3-die on him. Because, well, I can. Why the hell not? Just move all these players up to create evil, annoying plays for them. Make him feel the pain. Yeah, let's pull the blitz there. It's a better place to blitz because I get massive die and all that just to build into nothing. The bite's gonna move just to provide an extra bonus. I don't remember if that puts it up. It's just 2 die. I can't remember what the criteria for a 3-die is. It's okay. He still gets that awesome result. And he knocks him out. KO. Oh yeah. And then for a free star player point, basically. Mr. Fleshy is going to throw it to Dwight. Here, have the ball. Thanks. And that's half. Not the best first half I've had. I have also had worse first halves. I've been scored on plenty in the first half. And there's York Mori just sitting on the ground, just laying down, taking a nap. Be that way, or I could be lazy, see if I care. Unfortunately, both of his players that were knocked out both do get up. And so now I have to rearrange my line. Kind of. And Formal's just proving that he doesn't always understand the mechanics of the game. He thought the pass was too short to gain a star player point for, but if it's just a handoff, you don't get any points for it. As long as it travels at least one space, you'll get at least one star player point for it. So it's always beneficial to go for a free pass. Basically, it's a free star player point. It improves your odds of getting a level through the MVP. So it's a good idea to do. So my second half, I'm spoiler alert. Second half's much better. Much better at this point. It's not like it could get tons worse, to be fair. But I'm just waiting for him to set up everything right. So that way I can do things to him. Mwahaha. Mwahaha. In the meantime, it's just gonna be standard fighty smashy thing, right? This is a pretty standard thing to do here. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just kind of. I'm gonna go for mostly the same setup I did last time. Since I'm receiving the kickoff again, it worked well the first time. Odds are it'll work well again. So I'm gonna try it again and hope and see if it works well. And it is looking like it is gonna. It's not a great kick. It really isn't. So that could have been done better. I've seen worse before, but I've also seen better. We're gonna do something similar to what we did last time. We're gonna use the mummy to block the Chaos Warrior. There's one less Chaos Warrior on the field, so we can actually block them all with mummies, and then we can use the Beastmen to do other things. So not having a lot of luck knocking anybody out right away. Thankfully, my luck changes pretty quickly, so I at least get somebody knocked down, right? I'm. It could be worse. I could just not have done anything there. So, I mean, knocking him down's not bad. Could have been worse. Much, much worse. Blitz Chaos Warriors, I think that's a good move. I get the ball into the ghoul somehow right away. It's somewhat of a rare occurrence because, well, they tend to drop the ball on things. So, at this point, all I really need to do is just kind of cage and protect it. As long as I can make it so he's not getting smashed, I'm good. Otherwise, yeah, it could be a problem. Right. The basic idea is I just don't want to have him lose the ball. As long as I can do that, it's fine. Right? Basically, all I really want to do is just keep going. It's fairly simple. I'm not looking to do a whole lot special here. If I can get a touchdown, that's awesome. I prefer to, obviously, because it's nice. And of course, he just pushes away the zombie, and then he follows. The following was a bad choice there. And let me explain why. So now, instead of just being having to go up against these two, we've got this free guy over here, so that this skeleton can get 2 dice against him. I can also, move my white here and 2 dice him. There's plenty of ways that this can. I can get 2 dice on him now, which is super nice. Being able to get 2 dice on somebody is very, very fun and very good. If you can do it, there's no reason not to, unless you're trying to set it up for some other big, awesome play thing, which I'm not. Sure, yeah. There's that. In the meantime, we're just gonna do some zoning. so that I can get a free way up here with the ghoul. And the white, because whites are awesome, just like zigzag, zag. They've got really good movement. I think they're tied with the ghouls. The ghouls might have one more, I can't remember. But so, what ends up happening is I can manage to create enough of a wedge that I can get him up and out, which is good. This will allow me to easily create a cage up farther, and he has to risk going for it, or not risk going for it, he has to risk dodges on each of these if he wants to get them away. And yeah, they've got 3 agi, but it's still it can end poorly. The mummy knock out the chaos warrior, ha ha ha. You'll get stunned, you don't get back up next turn. I was gonna say, I don't remember using the blitz here. I decided both down's not that bad. Yes, my character's technically down for an extra turn, but it's not the end of the world. You know, there could be worse things here. As it stands, I'm in okay position. Mr. Fleshy's gotten far ahead. He's got time to run. I really only need to get the 1 gold so that it'll score, or I can score. So that's nice. If for some reason I can't score, it's going to be a bad loss, because this is a team that I've mauled, right? I've injured 4. I knocked 2 out earlier. I believe I can't remember if I got a knockout already in this half. I already can't remember, and I can't pan over to look. But the idea here is that everything's going to be... Yeah, see, there's that dodge. And he uses his blitz. He doesn't take out Mr. Fleshy because of my dodge. It allows me to ignore defender stumbles. It counts as a pushed. In fact, the only way to be more annoying is to have block and dodge, so you ignore both downs and defender down or defender stumbles. It's the only way you can go down. 2 ways you can go down is if they get defender down, or if the attacker has tackle. Is the other trick to it, right? So if he only has one of those, then, or if he doesn't have any of those, then it's not a big deal. I'm free and clear here. I can do whatever. He can't stop me anymore. Unfortunately, he does get another Beastman on, and dodging out of that tackle zone is really bad, because since there's 2 tackle zones on him, the difficulty goes up. And since he can only use dodge once a turn, I really don't want to do it more than I have to. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to set up as many people as I can really afford just to get this Beastman out of the way. I'm fairly confident that Mr. Fleshy can dodge out of that. And he does. He doesn't even need to actually use dodge. So, touchdown, Mr. Fleshy. The 1 ghoul on my team. Proving his worth. Go, Mr. Fleshy. Mr. Fleshy for MVP. Even though it's not the case. And York decides he likes snapping. You lazy git. So yeah, the four players knocked out there, or injured there. That's it's pretty nice for him to only have 7 players on the pitch. Having 11 versus 7 allows me to gang up some, and the main place I'm going to do this is on his Chaos Warriors, right? The Chaos Warriors are super mean. If I can get a mummy on him 1-on-1, it doesn't really matter. But anybody else has to double team them to even get the advantage to tie it. So basically, I have to spend I have to spend 2 of my extra people on each Chaos Warrior, with a mummy's not on them. If a mummy's on it, hey, it's fine. So he does something that's a little surprising here to me. He actually gives it to a Chaos Warrior. Here's a Chaos Warrior, get the ball. Which is, I mean, it's not a bad decision. I mean, that kick goes wide. It's a high kick, but it goes out of the field anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So, yep, ball to him. And that's what surprised me so much here, is that he put the... Yes, I agree, formal. I am completely with you there. York's being a lazy son of a bitch over there. Not wanting to do anything. Meanwhile, Sifu Lu, I can't remember what the hell Sifu Lee, I don't remember what the damn name of that stupid zombie is. He's not doing a whole lot of either, though, so whatever. The mummies are doing most of the work here. Getting all the tackle zones, getting all the nullifications on the enemies doing things to me. And so, I think both of them have... No, only Zhou Yu has star player points out of the mummies. Which is unfortunate. I'd like them both too. Mummies are super useful at injuring people. And I get goblins fairly quickly. So the goblins are going to get massacred. Let's be completely honest here. The goblins are just going to get fucking wrecked. He has 2 trolls, a loony, and I think another special one, and a bunch of goblins. I don't even remember if he's got a bowgoer. He might after this week. We'll see what happens. But yeah, mummies make goblin go squish. And if I make goblin go squish, I just say, that's a nice player you got there. He's mine now. And I convert him to mine through my necromancer. So it's risky to not have an apothecary, and he doesn't. In fact, there's only like 2 or 3 teams on the league that do. We've got 2 undead-like teams, or teams that don't need a necromancer, or that have a necromancer and not an apothecary, and then we've got like 1 or 2 people that have an apothecary. This guy is not one of them. I figured if he was, he probably would have used it on the guy that's taking a movement penalty. That's a nasty loss. That's what happens when you get a both down. I mean, there's no good chance for him there unless he wanted to use reroll, and I don't blame him for not. He's only got 1 for the rest of the match. So he kind of wants to not have to use that early. That's not helpful for him there. So, let's start the beatdown train, shall we? Let's get everybody into position so we can start the beatdown train. The beatdown train will commence shortly, and swiftly, and painfully. This shall not be a fun pain train for the enemy. Starts with a stun. Good first hit. A push is suboptimal. Well, it's suboptimal, but he's still in 2 tackle zones, so he's not having a fun time. I want to save my blitz for this Chaos Warrior. So I'm going to load up on him, and I'm going to blitz him with my mummy. Because my mummy's my strongest. I only get defender stumbles, so I only get 1 injury die. So it's basically impossible for me to do anything. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. And that zombie just kind of moves up and... Oh, I forgot I have a ghoul here. Which is good because I actually left an opening there for him to kind of sneak by. So I just plugged that hole up with Mr. Fleshy there. Plus, in the case of a turnover, an interception, or whatever, it creates a nice little buffer. That Mr. Fleshy there can be really useful for that. Allow me to do things super usefully there. So, yeah, his injury box is just not looking fun. I've had one guy out the whole time, but oh, I can't believe he went for that. He really wanted to put him down, not just push him. He knocks him out for it, sure, so congratulations. Hector Barbosa, he did nothing anyway. Oh no, who did he hurt? I have to go back and watch the footage again. Or watch a replay of it in game. But another hit for... That's a KO. KOs aren't terrible, mind you. There are worse things to have happen. Oh god, I don't even want to watch this play coming up. I make a very, very bad decision here, and it nearly costs me the game. It could have given him an extra touchdown. So he tries to pass it, but he crit fails. So, okay. Let's start with some surfing. Let us surf the Chaos Warrior. Ye shall be surfed this day. Mr. Fleshy could have caught it. He's good like that. So if everything goes right here, I can get the ball next turn. But I just fucked it up. I can no longer surf the Chaos Warrior because I didn't blitz him with that white. And I realized this in game. And I'm like, God damn it, fuck God, why did I do that? I just screwed things up. And I'm not happy with the fact I did that. But I figure, okay, he's not going to get that ball back. It's protected by two whites. There's not really much he can do here that'll make things hard. So defender stumbles. You go sit down. You come back next turn. You do things this turn. Double defender pushed. It's not the best result, but hey, I'll take it. It accomplished something. Two-die the Beast Man. Basically, any way I do it's gonna be a two-die. There was no way to stop it there, so let's keep pushing him. That's being annoying. I want this Beast Man down. He's caused so many problems. You go sit down. And now two-die against that Beast Man. And you sit down. No lasting injuries this time, which is kind of disappointing. In fact, nobody really got more than just knocked down, so they can just get right back up. So at this point, I'm kind of going over my head. Okay, so what can he do here? I was figuring his best bet would be to go for one of the whites, but he actually does something very smart here, and I didn't really think about. Since he has blitz, he can do fun things. And with horns, he's more likely to actually injure a player and knock him down and keep him down. So, Beastman's going to be his best bet here, not a Chaos Warrior. That one's being teamed so much that he would not be having fun there. So, I'm trying to think. Yeah, it's got to be this. It's got to be one of these Beastmen that are going to do it. He can't get close enough to do it, even with go for it's. And this other one, he can't do it either because they both just got up. But the one that's still standing over there, he could do it. He'd have to make some dodges, though. And so I'm like, okay, so it's got to be this one. He's got to go for a white. It's going to be his best chance because that's going to free up the thing. Well, turns out oh, this is a different play. Turns out he actually makes a smart play here, though, and he knocks him down. In fact, he knocks him out. Scatters the ball away from me. Could be worse. I have been in worse situations, so that's not that big of a deal. So we have horns to thank. He has horns to thank for that one. Otherwise, I don't think he would have been a knockout. It would have been stun. Which means that he'd be on the field and he'd get back up. So he's knocked out 2 of my players now, so it's a 9-on-7. I can't dedicate enough resources to the Chaos Warriors anymore. And I only have 3 turns to score. And it might seem like that's going to be pretty simple, but just looking at things here, especially with that block there, that white's going to go down now. So it's getting more difficult. In fact, he's actually stunned, so I can't use either of my whites to make plays now, which is not a great thing for me. One of the nice things, though, is that I do have a lot of these beastmen. Oh, and it's actually 8, because I forgot I lost... oh, no, it is because I had an extra. I have 12 players, so -3 is 9. I'm up 1 player on him still. That's not enough currently. I'd like to have more to butt up against him for that reason. His Chaos Warriors have to be fought with my mummies, otherwise I'm gonna have to take a disadvantage, or I have to 2 for 1 him, or even 3 for 1 if I want to get a 2-die on him. On any of my people that aren't a mummy. Mummy's the only one that can actually do a good one. So, mummy not happy. Show you smack him down. I get some. What I do here is I want to get some tackle zones onto this guy. That way, I can be mean and do mean things. Pushed, not ideal. I'd much rather see him knocked down. Following wasn't necessarily the best idea. It wasn't a terrible idea at the same time, though. I really didn't like my chances here at this point. So I'm quite confident that Mr. Fleshy can do some dodges. He has proven to be quite good at the dodge, without even using dodge, because he's good. See, there's that -1 because he has in 2 tackle zones. I just love it. He just hops. Whoop! No big deal, boss. And then Mr. Skeleton, Zalis, comes running up here, and bad Beastman, you sit down for this turn. So at this point, I just use this mummy to kind of position. It's getting down to the wire. It gets bashy up in this bitch. It's a bunch of I smack you, no I smack you, ha ha ha, I smack you. It's a bunch of that. So this is another case of, okay, what can you do here? What can he do? Looking at things, there's not a ton. He has 2 beastmen that can really make a play here. 2 beastmen and a chaos warrior are his only players that were not knocked down, and those can make plays. Or I guess really, most of them can if you are willing to use a blitz, and you can still do something with a 3 movement penalty. Is the penalty for standing up if you're knocked down. It takes 3 movement. If you have less than 3 movement, you can do it for free, but you can't do any other move. I believe is how it works. Not a great roll for him. He's got to take the push. He did a smart thing by blitzing with him. In fact, I was even saying he can use somebody that was laying down, and he did. It wasn't a terrible try to do something. And somehow the Chaos Warrior picks up the ball and then fails to pass it. He couldn't even hand it off. Actually, he failed. He crit failed it. No. It doesn't take anything to pass it. You have to catch it, though. And despite having a 3 agility, he completely screws it up. He gets a crit fail. That Beastman is going to be pushed. Mr. Fleshy is going to follow him. My white can finally get up now and do things, which is nice. I would like my white to be useful. In fact, I even threatened a blitz with him. But I don't like that situation. So we're gonna do some zombie movements here. Zombie, you hit that Beastman. Yeah. You knocked that Beastman down. Yeah. Knocked out. Yeah. 6 players on the field. Could be going better for him. At least it's just a knockout. Right, I could have really done some harm here. The defender stumbles. I'm just kind of trying to keep this Chaos Warrior occupied so he can't be doing annoyingly douchey moves. So I go for a blitz play on the Beastman. I could have done it on the Chaos Warrior as well. But I think the Beastman's a better choice, and it turns out that was probably the better idea. So I'm going to knock him down over here. Yeah, you go down. Unfortunately, he's just knocked down. He's going to get back up. So it's not the best. I don't know why I didn't just re-roll it. I totally should have. The worst that was going to happen is defender down. Or attacker down. Right? So I have 1 turn to score. 1 miraculous turn. If I can pull it off, it's a fucking Hail Mary. It's one of those like, holy shit, did he really just do that plays? But it's unlikely. It's going to require my ghoul and my white to get just perfect rolls and move to the perfect place. I'm not entirely sure it's actually possible. I know it's possible. Because I get to that and I'm like, I can't do this. And I actually spent a good minute trying to figure it out, and you'll see that. But he's trying to decide what he's going to do, and he can try and go for a risky play, which is what he should do, right? Yes and no. He's got 1 turn after this, but if I can get the ultimate luck combo, it's not good for him. And I don't remember what he actually does here. Oh, he has the Chaos Warrior go for a block immediately. So the white actually, I think because of block, manages to stand up and stay standing. And remember how I said I spent probably a good minute here trying to figure it out? I'm like, hey, I could do this. I only need to dodge once, and I only need to do 2 go for it's. The white can pick it up, and I path it out because I don't trust the pathing. He can pick it up and he can throw it. Ready? Picks it up. He runs. Accurate pass and perfect catch. Critical success. Holy fuck. Yes. As for almost said, holy fuck. Oh my fucking god. That should not have worked. I wish you guys could have heard my live response because oh my god. It was holy shit. That was a 1 in a million right there. It took It took a lot of coincidences. It took a lot of really good dice rolls. And thankfully, I still had my reroll up, and I saved it for that purpose. But you know, it doesn't really matter how I line my people up. He gets one turn to be bashy. Oh no! Whatever shall I do? He gets to be bashy against my bashy team for one turn. That's not a huge loss. 2-1. It's not possible for Chaos, and at least his Chaos team, to get a one-turn victory. So I'm down to 9 players on the pitch. And I just kick it. He's at like less. He's at 6. Of course, he's still got 2 Chaos Warriors, but sweltering heat. Oh no, people might fall down at the end of the thing, and they might not get, and thus they won't get back up immediately. Whatever shall we do? I actually like what he does here. Right, he goes to the pickup, he runs, and passes. Free star player point. Looks kind of flashy. He just grabs it with one hand. Stupid Chaos Warriors. And that's the first game for me. That was day 1. It didn't go as poorly as it could have. It also didn't go as well as it could have. I didn't like my original earnings, so I decided, yeah, no, screw that. I'm re-rolling that. I sustained 3 KOs, but so did they, and useless bag of bones, Yorick Mori. And something else I didn't realize until later on is that Mr. Fleshy actually levels as well, because he got the 2 touchdowns and the pass. So he actually did really well. He managed to